Morning, everyone. I don't know how this will go up. I always have to preface my remarks with that, so I can apologize in case there's a problem with the transmission. Anyway, it's the morning of the 19th of September, 2020. It is Rosh Hashanah for those of you who know what that is. And those of you who understand what it is are wondering why I would be out on such a day and why I would be making an upload live stream on such a day. Well, you on certain days you're not supposed to do anything for you. You're not supposed to go out and make money or necessarily have you know those types of things where you're just worrying about you. But there's nothing wrong with, I guess, a type of sermon or giving information about what's happening, because in my view that is preaching the gospel, right? No caramel cream, but I did put French vanilla creamer in it. So okay, so what am I talking about? Bankers, bailout, and empire. You know, when this whole thing happened with the coronavirus shutdown that President Trump pushed, despite what people want to admit about it or talk about, it was Trump's guidelines and those of his deep state task force that forced us into this situation. And what was almost the very first thing that Trump did? What did he do? He started to talk about giving people money. And he gave everybody certain amounts of money depending upon their circumstances, the IRS returns that they've had in the past and things like that. But who got most of the money, ladies and gentlemen? The corporations and the banks again. So who is he really working for? Now, I say that as part of the banks and the bailouts thing, but now I want to talk about empire. In the description box below is a link to what used to be called Israeli News Live. Most of you might know what that Israel News Live, I guess, is what it is. And some people like them and some people don't. But as I've told you before, I get information from just about anywhere I can. And if it's legitimate and if it's good, I'm going to use it. A few days ago, I told you that the United States had deployed troops to Lithuania in an exercise. Why? I explained it at the time. Now, Israeli News Live is coming out and showing that the Belarusian president is having to activate and deploy his military on the border because the U.S. and other nations are posing their forces on the border in an exercise. Well, why are they doing that? I thought POTUS was for, the Constitution and for bringing our troops home and stopping these wars and getting involved with these foreign entanglements. What is the president of Belarus so guilty of? Why are they trying to throw him out of office in a color revolution like Trump's own government is trying to do to him, supposedly? But of course, this is all really against us. It's against the Constitution and against the people, and he's nothing more than a deceitful pretender. Okay? But with all of his statements about this, remember, his first concern was bailing out the bankers. Hello, Nancy. I'm surprised to see you on Saturday morning. I don't think I've ever seen you on Saturday morning. I've never even seen you make a post on Saturday. But my point here is the Belarusians do not want to come under the world banking system, the NWO and the Rothschild banking system. Okay? They don't want that. And they also don't want to be forced to do all these COVID restrictions. So now, what does Trump do? You can't tell me that he didn't put those troops on the Belarusian border in Lithuania by accident, or that he doesn't know what's going on. He's pushing to have this takeover by the banks and by the New World Order throughout the entire world, and nobody will convince me otherwise, and this is proof. If anything, if he stood by real principle, he would be standing by and beside, head to head, and facing the enemy with that Belarusian president, and he's not doing it. No, he's sending military forces, U.S. military forces, to assist the bankers in overthrowing the Belarus people and their president. You know, the deceitfulness of this man is unbelievable, but I should have known. And I wrote in a tweet this morning that I've given him the benefit of the doubt too many times. And every time I did, I was disappointed. He failed the test, and he's doing it again. Now, you might be saying, well, Roy, why aren't you talking about Ruth Bader Ginsburg? Because anybody that was watching this could see this coming. Michael at Jonah of Nineveh was very good in predicting exactly what was going to happen, as did Mark Pantano. And here we are. It's to cause more dissension. The Constitution is very plain, as a lot of good people are explaining. Mark Pantano, Chris Ann Hall, Legal Man, and others that are saying the Constitution is very specific. The president nominates, the Senate confirms. But they want to make a big show about it. Because, and I believe if Trump pretended like he didn't know that Ruth Bader Ginsburg had died. If you saw the clip, he goes, gee, I didn't know that. Oh, God bless her and her family, whatever he was saying. You know what? There is no way in hell that the President of the United States would be kept in the dark about the death of a Supreme Court justice. That's bullshit. He would have found out long before he got in front of those cameras. And he's probably known that she's been dead for weeks, if not months. This is absurd. If people can't see this, well, it's like I said in my tweets this morning. I'm done with the system. Okay? Well, what's your alternative, Roy? Well, that's just the point. There isn't one, except pulling away from it and letting it destroy itself, because that's what it's going to do, and pray and hope to God that you can be exempted from the judgment that's coming down on this thing. But constitutionally speaking, this drama and this fight over, oh, we can't let him nominate a Supreme Court justice or confirm a Supreme Court justice until after the election is bullshit. And I'm not going to explain why. You all need to go and find out why. Okay? It's not an issue of her legacy and what she wanted or what Obama wants or what the Democrats want. Oh, yeah, I know it's political. I know there'll be a fight. But it's not a fight against Trump anymore. He's complicit. He went along with this just like he has anything else to set it up to cause more chaos in this country. He is for the Rothschilds and the taking down of the constitutional republic and instituting the New World Order. Look at this whole thing with vaccines. And I heard Alex Jones. I know, Nancy, you don't want me to bring that up. Don't, she warns me about bringing up these names of these people, but this is absurd. Jones is still making excuses. Oh, the president is using Machiavellian tactics. He's trying to force them to say that they don't want the vaccines. He gave Gates the money, which also went back to the WHO. He's promoting, I don't care if it is a sugar vaccine. It's the principle of the thing. And you don't play with the devil at the devil's own game, because you'll lose, and we're losing. He's not losing because he's actually in on the inside. Everything he does proves it. I had a friend last night, very good Republican person, called me up, and he knows where I stand, okay? And he said, but Roy, look what's happened. If Biden and Kamala get in, Kamala's already saying it's a Harrison-Biden ticket, a Harrison-Biden administration. Harris is going to take us down the wrong road. What do you mean take us down the wrong road? We're there already. It's all a sham. If I were to vote, and I'm not going to because that's consenting to this deceitful, evil system. If I were to vote, yeah, I'd vote for Trump. There's no way in hell I'd vote for Harris or Biden. They're wicked. They're evil. But Trump's pretending to be a savior, and he's not. He is, as I have said, not your champion, your executioner. And what he is doing in Belarus right now is another example. There's so much stuff going on here. People aren't watching what we're doing elsewhere. Where did he say that he was going to pull out of these foreign wars and these entanglements? Stop building empire and nation building and regime change. Liar, liar, pants on fire. God damn you, Trump. And that's not taking the Lord. First of all, God isn't the name of God, okay? I will use that in a later prayer to condemn this bastard. And that's what he is. Don't think this election is going to fix anything. Oh, yeah, you might keep Biden and Harris out of there that are presenting to you this bad stuff. But you can see by his actions where this is going to go once if, and I think he will, get the election. But it doesn't matter because the Civil War is going to start November anyway. I mean, it's already started. We already see people saying that they're going to burn the country down over his nomination and the Senate's confirmation of a Supreme Court justice. They're not waiting. And it's like I said in a tweet this morning. If you're not prepped right now, if you haven't been praying all along and right now, you're not going to be able to get out of the way when this thing goes down. And it's going down. No. Who's this? You allowed Trump to take away your power, Roy. No. Oh, so Jesus had his power taken away when he was calling out the scribes and Pharisees. Is that right? Jesus had his power taken away when he overturned the tables of the coin changers in the temple. Is that right? Come on. No, it's not taking away my power. If anything, it makes me feel the power of God to be righteous, have righteous indignation. I appreciate your concern for my health and well-being, but don't tell me that that's taken away my power. First of all, I haven't got any, okay? Not of any real anything that's going to change the world, and I don't even want it. But I'll tell you what, if it keeps going down like this place is going to burn, and it's going to burn hot and heavy. You think the fires in California were bad? In Washington and Oregon? It's going to be in your neighborhoods. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. There's no stopping this. And Trump going into Belarus he's doing it for the bankers, don't you see? He's doing it because the president of Belarus will not go along with the COVID restrictions nor the banking system, which is what Trump helped to prop up. Look what happened. He closed down all the mom and pop stores so that people like Amazon, you have to go online to order so much stuff now you can't even go to these stores anymore except Walmart and the big box stores. Vertical integration, that's exactly what's happened. And it's going to destroy everything. But that's the idea. Yeah, I think somebody just said it pretty well. Get out of the beast and join the Republic. Yeah. But you're already identified as the enemy. I just hope you know that. Don't kid yourselves. Okay, I don't want to take away a whole lot of your time here. I just wanted to point out this absurdity. Go look in the description box and see the news piece that Israeli News Live, that's not what they're called now because they got taken down. They came up with a new, but you'll see it in the description box and watch what's going on. And President Trump knows about it. He deployed troops in an exercise. Remember, I told you at the time I said that these exercises are covers, not for the Belarusians to fool them. They know what it is. It's to fool the American people if they find out. And it's not an exercise. It's a staging area for a military operation, for an overthrow, for a regime change, because they won't go along with the COVID restrictions or take on the Western New World Order Rothschild banking system. That's all it is. That's all I got. Yeah, I'm pretty animated this morning. I didn't sleep the other night. I think I told Nancy about it. I was up late at night tweeting, and I even sent her some DMs on Twitter as well as Mark Pantano. And because I couldn't sleep. I can feel this thing coming. I can feel it. You might say, well, Roy, if you trust in God so much, why don't you have a peace? Well, I do. I do really. As a matter of fact, I said it several months ago. I told you that I'm almost glad that we're at this point, as horrible as it is and as destructive and as evil as it is, because it really shows that I've been right about it. Does it mean that God's going to save me or my loved ones or my friends? No. As a matter of fact, it says a lot of the righteous will go down with the wicked just because it's a cause and effect. I'm not saying God can't protect you. So here we are. Stand in the holy place. Separate yourselves from this. You might say, well, Roy, why aren't you? Why are you taking such a why are you taking this so much to heart and in your gut? Well, I already explained it. It was like Jesus doing the thing with the money changers in the temple, or calling out the scribes and Pharisees. He had more respect for the Romans than he did the scribes and Pharisees. Not that he liked the Romans, he didn't. If you'd ever read my book, The Crimson Thread, which again isn't in print anymore, so I'm not trying to sell it, you know what the situation was and is today. That situation exists today as well. Okay, that's all I got. I'll let you get back to your day, and I hope everything goes well for you. Okay, out here, thanks for joining me. Nancy, thanks for showing up. You know, I always appreciate it when I see you. Uh, there are a few people doing that kind of work now, and you and Mark Pantano and Legal Man and Chris Van Hall, and there are a few others who do this without any expectation of gaining something from it, like a political office or those types of things. Thank you. We'll see you later, everybody out here.